19 News at 6 o'clock. A new bipartisan state bill about to be introduced would end the death penalty in Ohio, and lawmakers who support the measure call it, quote, inhumane and impractical.
Investigator Sarah Goldenberg found some victims' families strongly oppose this, including some family members whose lives were torn apart by spree killer George Brinkman.
The years have passed, but the pain hasn't gone away.
For me, it hasn't changed. I like relive it every day.
George Brinkman brutally murdered 42-year-old Suzanne Taylor and her daughters, Taylor, 21, and Kylie Pfeiffer, 18, inside their North Royalton home back in 2017. Brinkman, a family friend, later confessed to killing them and a Stark County couple. Now he's sitting on death row.
And he definitely deserves a death penalty. But it's the past, couple of years, we've just been trying to get through life.
That's so cute.
My youngest niece.
Ken Taylor is Suzanne's brother. Rhonda Rush Whitelock was her best friend since kindergarten.
I think I want people to remember him not for this, but for being happy, being wonderful, beautiful, awesome people.
A new state bill would replace death sentences for convicted killers like Brinkman with a sentence of life without parole.
The time to abolish Ohio's death penalty is now.
Lawmakers from both sides of the aisle who support this argue it could save innocent people and save the state millions of dollars.
Studies show that the death penalty has failed as a deterrent to crime and has prolonged the victimization of murder victims' families and loved ones through the lengthy appeal process.
It is about affirming that the state should not be subsidizing death.
And I feel that anybody that actually was sentenced to death should be put to death, especially when they're convicted in 3 different trials.
Capital punishment remains on an unofficial pause under Governor Mike DeWine as the struggle to find the drugs needed for lethal injection continues. The last execution was carried out years ago in 2018. 113 inmates are currently on death row, according to the Ohio Department of Correction and Rehabilitation, and 29 of them have been scheduled for execution, with 5 executions set for this year. George Brinkman is not one of them. Rhonda and Ken believe Brinkman's execution would bring them healing and some form of justice for Suzanne, Taylor, and Kylie.
I just didn't know when the law stopped caring and protecting victims, especially ones now that can't speak because they're all gone. So we're still here trying to fight for this for them.
27 states have the death penalty, but in 4 of those states, these states you see in orange, the death penalty has been paused. Sarah Goldenberg, 19 News.